Hi everyone, I hope you're all having an amazing day. So today is super exciting because I'm going to be sharing my favorite pink eyeshadow look that I've been doing recently. You know, any and every occasion that I've been going to, I have this look on my eyes, so I thought why not share it. Super easy for makeup beginners to do as well, and it's such a cheap palette that I thought why not make a video. I'm going to be using the Colourpop by the Rosé palette, and this is such a beautiful palette, and if you're someone who loves a lot of pink, this is definitely for you. So these are the shades, and as you can see, there's a lot to work with, and the formula is super easy to use. There's not a lot of fallout, and I just love the range of, you know, shimmery and matte eyeshadow. And then there's also this one, which is pretty unique. It's shimmery, but when you apply it, it also looks matte, but it just has like glitters in it, and so it's very pretty. And here's a close-up of the palette as well. Is make sure that you have nothing on your eyes. As you can see, I don't have anything on my eyes. The brush that you use is crucial. You know, it's literally what determines how well the makeup is gonna look, and you don't need something super expensive. I got this from Do Care, and this is, you can buy them on Amazon. This is the Do Care concealer brush number 141, and this is so good. I love all of their eyeshadow brushes, but this is really good for this look as well. They literally sent me 2 cases of their makeup brushes, so for a while I had so many makeup brushes. But anyways, that's like the primary brand that I use because it's so good. Now, if you don't have an eyeshadow brush like this, that's okay. This is a pretty general eyeshadow brush. It shouldn't be difficult to find. You know, if you can't find anything, you know, like this, that's fine. Just use, you know, whatever you normally use for your eyeshadow. Now we're gonna start with the look. Okay, so I want you to grab your palette, and we're gonna go in with the first matte shade, and I always like to use a bright shade just so that we can set a base for the eyeshadow. So we're gonna go in with the shade Picnic Basket. It looks just like that, and you're just gonna just coat, you know, the eyeshadow onto the brush. And what I want you to do, kind of just go like that to get any fallout out. Okay, and now I want you to just go, see how bright that is? It's like so pigmented. Okay. So we're just gonna go like this and just lightly, gently, kind of trace on your eye. And this is also really good. You know, it's good to set down a powder base as well if you have, you know, foundation on your eyelid or something like that, because sometimes the eyeshadows can mix and it ends up just looking splotchy and not as good as it can look. So we're just gonna go like that. Okay, here's the first eye done. Super easy. We're gonna do the other eye now as well. Ooh. This is like super pigmented. Like I didn't even lay down a base or anything and it's looking that bright. Like that's pretty impressive. I love Colourpop. Yeah, they're really good. Highly recommend them if you're a makeup beginner and you just want like a range of affordable eyeshadow palettes that still look really good. Like I love all the packaging. It's always super aesthetic and just love it. Okay, so you can see how I'm just kind of working it back and forth. You know, we're gonna switch our brushes. We have to switch our brushes because this is not a vibe, darling. Smaller, more precise brush for when you're using, you know, darker eyeshadow shades, just so that, you know, it's easier to work with and it's not like you're using a loose brush and having it fall everywhere. What we're gonna do, okay, wait. So what I've been doing with this eyeshadow palette is I mix these 2 shades. I mix these 2 shades and it looks so good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Sunday Soiree. You see it there, and I'm gonna get Effervescent. I think they like made up a word. I still to this day, after having this palette for like a year, can't find out what this word is. But then what I want you to do is, you can see there's like a lot on the palette. Literally all I do is I just kind of go like that. And I find that it blends really pretty and seamlessly as well. You want to kind of just go like this and just slowly start moving it back and forth, and don't bring it to the beginning of the eye because it's kind of going to ruin the gradient look that we have. I'm going to get a little bit more of Sunday Soiree. And you just want to be kind of gentle. You know, don't like be too harsh on your eye or anything. And then when you're kind of like right here, apply a little bit more pressure just so that the eyeshadow can be like a little bit more pigmented looking. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing on this eye. And this is gonna be a little bit easier for me to show you as well. So you just wanna kind of go like that. And it's super easy to do. You know, a lot of makeup beginners think that eyeshadow is this really difficult, you know, impossible thing. But if you just are precise, you know, and you spend your time on it, it can look so good. And that's where people tend to, like, they just want to rush through their eyeshadow routine and they don't give it any time. And that's why it can end up looking kind of weird or not as good as it can. You know, attention to detail is very important when it comes to eyeshadow. The same now, what I want you to do is when you kind of have the end of the eye done, there's like a whole makeup tray here. I'm just gonna move that. There we go. Okay, so now that when you have the end of the eye kind of done, you don't want to add any more, you know, eyeshadow onto the brush. Just kind of slowly go like that, and you'll find that they kind of just, it makes a gradient on its own, which is pretty unique, but yeah, just spend your time kind of just going like that. What you want you to do is go in and apply, get the Sunday Soiree shade right here, and get a little bit onto the brush, that same brush that we just used, and you're gonna apply it right here. And it's gonna just make a really small, subtle difference, but it's a really pretty transition from, you know, the light pink to the red. There's just like this really pretty in-between shade. You can see it's already done a little something. But just get a little bit. Don't apply too much. And you can also use that to kind of, you know, harsh out the line between the light and the dark eyeshadow. See, look at that. Oh my goodness, so pretty. What I want you to do is dip into the shade Sparkling. So Sparkling is this stunning, let me swatch it for you, like kind of pearly white eyeshadow shade. Look at that. And so what I'm gonna do to make this aesthetic is I'm going to grab this brush. And again, it literally doesn't matter what brush you're using. Like, I don't know why people put so much importance on it. Like, there are a lot of great affordable brands when it comes to brushes. And what I want you to do, since, you know, the glitter, this glitter formula kind of falls a little bit, so I kind of just go like that. And it gives this really pretty, like, subtle, like, glittery effect. Like, watch. Okay, so I want you to just drag this brush gently on top of the white eyeshadow, the light pink, gently. Look at that. It's so pretty, but it's so subtle that, you know, it blends, it looks really good. And so I'm gonna do this again on this eye, and I'm gonna gently, see that? Look at that, it's so pretty. And just take your time and make sure, you know, you're in good lighting and you're looking at yourself when you're doing this. I'm looking in a phone, but I'm surprised that it's actually looking good. Okay, there you go. And you can kind of just play around with how much glitter you want, but just remember to take your time. Don't rush during this part, because the glitter is what really stands out. It makes it look, see, look at that. Makes it look really pretty. Now, don't drag the glitter more in. You know, you want to keep it on that beginning part of the eye. Now we're going to grab the Dew Care brush number 160, and this was the brush that I used for the darker shades. And I'm going to go in, and I'm going to use this really pretty shade, Cheers Babe. It's right there, and it's a little bit darker than the one that we just used. And we're just going to go over it. So what I'm going to do, I go like this again because there's just a lot of fallout with this glitter that I kind of just go like that. And then what we're going to do is you're going to apply just a little bit right there. Kind of where we created that transition of the eyeshadow shades. I just love the way that this looks. But now we're just going to curl our lashes, and please remember that when you're curling your lashes, you need to keep the eyelash curler away from the eye. Don't have it up against the eye. You know, it's going to ruin the eyeshadow that we just did. So, okay, you see that's a little bit, like I kind of pull it a little bit more forward just so that it doesn't ruin the eyeshadow look, you know, because I've had that happen before and it's so annoying after you spend so much time, you know, on the eyeshadow. Okay. Did that even curl? I don't even think. I'm just trying to be so gentle. Okay, we're gonna take two. Okay. That kind of worked. And I don't really care because I don't want the eyeshadow to get ruined. And so we're just gonna have like bland eyes today. Okay, we're gonna do, I always make sure to immediately apply mascara Like, just get whatever is remaining on this brush that you use for the darker shade. Actually, I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Cheers Babe, just so that we can make it like more pretty looking. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's gonna pop more if we did it like this. Okay, and you're gonna apply it right here. How do I make it so you can see that? Okay. Lower, I don't know what this is called, the bottom of your eye. Is there a word for this? Anyways, you're just gonna apply it right there. And yesterday when I was doing an eyeshadow look, the eyeshadow got in my eye. So make sure that you're being like careful, because I literally had to stop everything for like a minute. And it just ties everything together, and it kind of opens up your eye too. So it looks cute. Pinkier. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that looks orange. Does that look orange to you? I feel like that looks orange to me. In real life here it looks orange as well. I don't know why it's looking like weird like that, but let's just hope for the best. Okay, I guess we'll keep it like kind of orange looking, but this is the finished makeup look. Now what you can also do if you want to add like a little bit more of a pop, you can add some of that, you know, the lighter eyeshadow into the corner of your eye. So we're gonna do that too, just to add a little sparkle, darling. We're gonna go into the shade Sparkling. Again, I just go like that, and let's see. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. It looks so pretty, so pink. Here is what it looks like. Here's the finished eyeshadow look. I hope you found this helpful, and you know, I love playing around with eyeshadow, so if you want more videos like this, just let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe to keep up with all things makeup beginner, and I'll have a written tutorial for this out in a few days on my blog as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have an amazing day, everyone. Bye.